Good day, everyone. Let's discuss dividing polynomials using synthetic division. Okay. Synthetic division is a shorthand method of dividing polynomial by a linear binomial. Take note, by a linear binomial. By using only the coefficients for synthetic division to work, the polynomial must be written in standard form. So take note, it should be written in standard form. And then using 0 and a coefficient for any missing terms. And the divisor must be in the form x minus a. And we have here 6 steps to follow. First, arrange the polynomials in descending order. Insert placeholders for missing terms, as I have mentioned in the previous slide. So from x minus p or x minus a, determine the p or a and put it at the left or right side of the pattern. Second, set up the pattern. Bring the numerical coefficients straight down. So meaning we will just copy the numerical coefficients of every term in the given. Third, multiply the number on the side P with the number you brought down and put the result in the next column below the next coefficient of the dividend. Next, number 4, add the two numbers and write the result below them in the bottom of the row. Fifth, repeat steps 3 and 4 until the last coefficient. And finally, write the answer, the final answer, in made up of the numbers in the bottom row with the last number being the remainder, and the degree of the final answer is 1 less than the dividend. Take note, the degree of the quotient should be 1 less than the dividend. And the remainder must be written as a fraction where its denominator is the divisor. So let's get started in the first example. Okay, divide using synthetic division. So as we can see, we have 3x to the 4th minus x cubed plus 5x minus 1. This is our dividend. It is going to be divided by x plus 2 as our divisor. So first, we have to see if the given dividend is arranged or the coefficient is arranged from highest degree down to the lowest degree. Second, look also if the degree is complete. So as we can see, we have 4, 3, and then there's a missing degree 2. So we have to substitute 0 as a placeholder for that. And then 5x, and then we have 1. Okay. So step 1, we have to find a or p. So in this case, as we can see, our divisor is x plus 2. So since it is positive here, we just take the opposite. It becomes negative 2. So for x plus 2, a is equal to negative 2. So meaning to say, our a here, or p, a or p are just the same. So is negative 2. Step number 2, write the coefficients and a in the synthetic division format. So look at this now. We have our divisor here. The value of a that we get is negative 2. We place it in a little box here. And then the coefficients will be copied down. So 3 and then negative 1. Beside this 1, there's no number. So it's understood that there is 1. So the sign is negative. We'll just copy that, negative 1. And then there's a missing exponent here. So as we can see, it should be complete. So 3x to the 4th minus x cubed after the 3rd degree, it should be 2nd degree. So since we don't have that in the given, we have to complete that by adding 0 as a placeholder plus 5x minus 1. So as you can see, we copy this one, that's 3. We copy this one, we have negative 1 there. We have 0, we have 5, and we have negative 1. So again, we use 0 for the coefficient of x squared. So since 0 times x squared will not change the value. It will not add another term for that that will make the value of this or that will make this expression different from the given. So we just substitute that as a placeholder. Okay. Step number 3, bring down the first coefficient, then multiply and add for each column. So we bring down 3, and then after that, we multiply 3 times negative 2. So we just multiply this one, 3 and negative 2, 3 times negative 2, it's negative 6, and we put it here. Next, after that, we add negative 1 plus negative 6 becomes negative 7, and then we go repeat multiplication of negative 7 times negative 2. So that's a positive 14. So positive 14. So we place it there. Then we add again, 14 plus 0 is 14. And then we multiply once more. We will multiply 14 times negative 2, and that is negative 28. And we place it there again. And then we add 5 and 28, negative 28. So that's negative 23. And then we multiply once more, negative 23 times negative 2, it becomes positive 46. And we place it there. And then finally, we add negative 1 plus 46, and that is 45. So now, the last digit, take note, the last number here becomes your remainder. So draw a box around the remainder, that is 45. Next, step number 4, write the quotient. Write the quotient, which is, as we can see here, in the given that we have, the exponent is 4. Now it should be 1 less the given exponent of the dividend. So as you can see, we have here cube. So we just copied this as our numerical coefficient. So we have that. And then we copy this one as our numerical coefficient. So since this is 3 followed by second power, so 7x squared. And then we have 14. So since this is second power, should be followed by the linear exponent, or 1. Okay, and then after the linear exponent, it should be the constant, which is this, negative 23. And then followed by the remainder, which should be written in fraction form. So since the remainder is positive, the sign here is positive. And then we just put the remainder on top, 45. And then the denominator, we just copy the divisor a while ago, which is x plus 2. All right, let's have the second example here, which is 6x squared minus 5x minus 6. Let us examine the given. Is the given written in standard form? Yes, it is. Now, are the exponents of the given complete? So let's see. We have 2 and then 1. After 1 should be the constant. Yes, it is. So now, we have to take the value of a here, or p. So a should be negative 3. We will just get the opposite sign of that. So since this is positive, we just make it negative. Now we set up this in synthetic division format. So we have to place there the value of a, negative 3. And then after that, we just copy the numerical coefficient. Copy 6, copy negative 5, copy negative 6. And then we have to place here bar. Next, bring down the first numerical coefficient. So we have to bring down the first numerical coefficients, which is 6. And then we will just multiply 6. So I just bring this down and then multiply 6 times negative 3, which is negative 18. So this, now we have here negative 18, we will place it here. And then we add 5 plus negative 5 plus negative 18 is negative 23. And then we have to multiply once more, negative 23 times negative 3. And this gives us positive 69. So positive 69. And then we add this one. This gives us positive 63. Okay. So now, as we can see, we have the last digit here. We put box, and this becomes now our remainder. So that is our remainder. Now, we will write the quotient. So our final answer. So we'll just copy 6, since that is our numerical coefficient, 6, and then x, the variable in the given, and then 1 less. The exponent of this should be 1 less than this. So 2 minus 1 will be 1. So no need to put, it's understood when we have 1 here, when there is no exponent, rather, that is 1. So I just erase that, since it's understood that the exponent of this is 1. And then, since this is linear already, it is followed by the constant, which is negative 23. And then our remainder plus, put this number on top or in the numerator and copy the divisor, which is x plus 3. So therefore, this is our final answer. That's the quotient when we divide 6x squared minus 5x minus 6. So that's how we divide polynomials using synthetic division. See you in the next video, or see you in the next lesson that we have.